The demonic Annabelle doll has now gone missing from the museum that it was securely kept in.
Tonight, demon doll fever gripping the internet that the infamous Annabelle doll went missing from its display case, usually secured by crosses and holy water.
I want to make this clear because some of you guys might not even know this, but the Annabelle movies that you watched is all part of the real life story. These are just a documented movie that's based on real events. And yes, the Annabelle doll is indeed real, and this is exactly what it looks like. And for nearly 50 years, the doll has been locked inside the box. The box in which the doll is actually locked up in is a custom-built wooden as well as a glass display box, which is designed by Ed and Lorraine Warren, who's also someone that you will see in the Annabelle movies, who are the ones that actually captured this demon, and now it's contained in a very secure box, which is supposedly made out of a sturdy oak wood. And this box was dipped into the holy water and holy oil poured all over it. And even inside the box, there is a chair in which the doll is placed, and this chair has a carving of all the biblical word of God, and that's apparently what's been keeping all the powers of these demons very secured inside of this box. Now, unfortunately, just a couple weeks ago, it seems like the guys who were supposed to take care of this doll, they decided that they need to take this doll out of the box and they need to go travel all over America with this demonic doll and see what kind of things they would experience. And this was done for some sort of a scientific research that apparently they've now decided to work on to see whether or not if the demon is real. Now, to be honest, genuinely, as I'm making this video, I am still getting a lot of goosebumps. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's really spooky because it's late at night and I'm currently recording this video. Now, what actually happened is that they decided to take the doll on an all-America tour for whatever reason that could be. They're just doing some sort of an experiment and see if they could find some scientific analysis with the doll in the demonic realms or whatever. You know, they're just trying to communicate with it. So they decided to take it from one city to another all across America, and something devastating just happened when they did that. And this is currently what's going on. They're trying to transport it. It seems like Annabelle is now in the French Quarter. They've been moving it across all different places. And that's freaking a lot of people out. And I mean, just take a look at the stuff.
Out of her box inside a museum in Connecticut and accidentally experienced something terrifying. They even had a priest bless them with a prayer and pour holy water over the entire museum before they contacted her to prevent any possible curses. But it was not enough to protect them. Listen carefully to what Annabelle says.
We visited other dolls in the past before. They also said something about gateways. Do you know those other dolls?
Everybody against you.
Earlier, you were talking more directly. Only? You're talking only, I guess, to Colby. Is there a reason for that?
Separation.
Keep it.
It seems like the doll was like communicating with this one guy, and apparently it was saying that the reason why it's communicating only to him is because he's separate from the other guys. Maybe he's separate from God. He doesn't have any presence of God with him, so that's probably why the doll was able to communicate with him. And it's basically talking to these people using this person. So apparently there seems to be like these guys have just taken the doll and they're trying to get all the most haunted dolls from across the world, where they want to see what's going to happen if all of these dolls are kept in one location together. If it's going to create some sort of a gate or a communication, maybe they could get to know some things that they never knew before. So that's the kind of very creepy shit that these guys are up to, which I'm totally against. I really think that they should leave this whole thing alone. Now, what's crazy is that this doll was brought down to Louisiana, and just as soon as the doll arrived in this massive plantation, the entire place was completely burned down. Just take a look at this stuff.
That the Nottoway plantation in Louisiana that just burned down was Annabelle's work. And some people are really upset about this, except for black people. They are openly happy about this plantation burning down, and I do not blame them.
And I mean, if you know what's happened in those houses before, it's basically the place where they used to use black people as like the slavery stuff and all that stuff. So these things used to happen back in those days. And now that's the place in which the Annabelle doll was being kept on the tour. And the entire building is now completely burned down.
And just to give you a little perspective, this was supposed to be like a getaway for people back in the 1800s. It looked like this, and you were supposed to go there for rest, relaxation, and whatever else they were doing while they were there. And this is it one day after Annabelle left New Orleans. This is Annabelle at West Virginia State Penitentiary, where she's going on a tour where they're literally removing her from her case and putting their hands all over her and letting people interact with her. There's even a warning on the door from Ed Warren himself that says, "This is the devil, do not open." But it wasn't not only a plantation that burned down the day after Annabelle left. 10 murderers broke free from jail. They did it from behind this toilet. They even left a message which they misspelled. I wouldn't blame Annabelle for their misspelling, though.
I mean, honestly, man.
I think, was this all just random, or did...
I don't think it's random. It definitely does seem like the place in which they kind of just got her is now currently being completely burned down, and that's really not a coincidence. And there are also many reports that the doll has now officially gone missing, and they don't even know where the doll is after the fire incident, which honestly is mind-boggling because people are now terrified, as this used to be one of the most dangerous demons back in those times, and it took so much hard work to capture this demon, and it clearly says on the box that you're never ever supposed to open it. And I mean never ever. No matter what happens, you're supposed to just keep it inside the box, because that's just how the energy of this doll or the demon inside it is supposed to be kept safe. But unfortunately, it seems like it's too late at this point, because they've already opened it. They even touched it with their bare hands, and they did all sorts of stupid things, and now it's going on a tour all over America. So God bless America, whatever is going to be happening after what these guys have decided to do. But actually take a look at this video as
Warren,
well.
we cannot stop this, as we have just released something so dark none of us will survive it. And we are now counting down to our final days. People were terrified after the haunted Annabelle doll was not only doing a US tour, and not only has completely destroyed every town she has been in, but they have completely released the doll outside.
Look at this stuff. The whole building is like burning down.
Its box, and this is not good, with her handlers warning that they do not know where she went. An investigator, Lorraine Warren, says that if she is not put away immediately, it will be too late.
And by the way, Lorraine Warren is the woman that got the Annabelle locked up. So she's the one that basically plays in the movie as well.
While in the box to become completely destroyed suddenly and without reason, with the plantation set on fire and 10 most violent prisoners in history escaping in Louisiana, a trunk exploding for no reason in Texas, to even Virginia facing unprecedented, unstoppable rain and floods the entire time Annabelle was there. And now that Annabelle is free, there is no telling what will happen. Although others...
I mean, look at that. There's also like a card. I don't think I can go back, but there's like a card on the box which says like it is Satan inside it.
Question if she actually is free. Warning, we cannot stop this, as we have just released.
This is crazy, man. I really don't understand why they had to go ahead and do it. But yeah, there's been a lot of rumors that's been going on stating that, you know, the doll's currently gone missing as well. Take a look at the stuff.
Nobody listened. This doll went on tour, the Annabelle doll tour, right? Nobody listened about paranormal activities, strange things happening, what's been going on.
Look at this card.
This doll has...
So this card was like kept in there to let people know that it is devil himself. Do not open this.
Disappeared.
Right?
And now, allegedly, the doll has gone. So the one question that should be on everybody's mind right now is, why did they take this doll on tour?
Exactly.
This doll right here that visited Louisiana, San Antonio, Pennsylvania, and even went to Virginia is officially missing. Especially after all of the crazy things that we've seen in every one of the cities that this doll has made a visit. So whoever decided that it was a great idea to take this doll and make it vanish, you are definitely barking up the wrong tree.
I mean, every single city that this doll visited in, you know, there's like floods, there's like bad things happening all across. There's also this building in which the doll was kept that's like completely burned down. Like, these are not coincidence or whatsoever, man.
Everyone out there that has been preying upon this doll to create havoc and do crazy, wild things, be careful what you wish for.
Exactly.
So my question to you is, Do you guys think this is a game?
And now, just a couple of days ago, we also got an official report, which is coming from the guys that's been taking the doll on like the whole American tour. They have now said that the doll has officially arrived in West Virginia state. And look at this stuff. They've been taking this doll all across America. And every city that they've been taking this across, you know, they're just covering this up. You know, they're just making sure that nobody gets to do any sort of eye contact with this thing, because we never know what kind of demonic stuff is in there. So they're just covering it up, and they're just taking it all across America, and nobody knows why they really want to do this. Just leave it alone, man. Just keep it in the museum. Don't ever look back at it. That's the best thing you can do, because right now a lot of people are saying that the doll is now officially gone missing, and that's really not a good sign. And just a few hours ago, we've also got a confirmation, which is coming from the guys that is currently being doing the experiment with the Annabelle doll, where they have now said on May 24, 2025, they have now mentioned this, that the doll is secure and it's not completely lost. They actually have the doll and they have it secured in one of the museums, but then the doll is still going to be going around on a tour. Just take a look at this stuff, what he has to say.
I'm here right at the museum right now. I just want to show you guys that Annabelle is in the Warren Occult Museum. And let's go inside and let's check.
Damn, that's like the spookiest place. All the things inside this place.
Who's there?
It's all just haunted.
Annabelle.
All right, that's enough. I don't think we need to see too much of that. So the doll is currently in the museum, apparently, and it's secure. Some people are claiming that this video was taken before, but at the same time, one of the officials that kind of just handled the Annabelle doll thing, they claimed that the doll went missing after the fire event that took place where the entire building burned down. So the doll was missing for like probably a very short time, but then they ended up finding it, and now it seems like it's secure. But we still don't know if the energy is like completely spread out there, because they were not supposed to take it out of the box, but then they still did. But yeah, honestly, I think it's very bizarre that these guys are doing some very, very satanic experiments that they're not supposed to do. Because there's also this one video, I think you guys should take a look at this stuff. They're basically doing some sort of, you know, jinx trapped in the pentagram with Europe's most haunted doll. So they're like gathering all the haunted doll in like one place, and they're trying to do some sort of experiment. I don't know what the hell that is. Just take a look at this stuff.
Flashlight conducts the most dangerous investigation.
Oh my lord. Devil speaks. So you're trying to attach yourself. Damn. Why would they even want to do this stuff? Maybe the next Annabelle movie is going to be called as Annabelle Far From Home, where they're going to find some more paranormal activities and they're going to do some research, and it's going to come up with some new demonic activities, and that's going to turn into a new movie. We never know. But yeah, when it comes to viral topics that's going on the internet, we of course got to always have these memes around, man, because we already have memes of people finding the missing Annabelle doll as we spotted in the downtown Atlanta. Look at that stuff. Apparently someone found the missing Annabelle doll and it's just running around the city. So there's all memes across the internet. People are just trying to figure out what's going on with the doll, and this is like the viral news that's going around in the world right now. It is actually available out there in the mainstream media. They are covering about the missing Annabelle doll and the havoc that it's been causing across the world. So it's really bizarre that, you know, they're doing all of these things, which is completely unnecessary. So yeah, I would really like to hear what your opinions are down below in the comments. Please make sure to go ahead and leave your thoughts in the comments down below, and also make sure to go ahead and share this video with whoever you want to share this information with. I just sleep, wake up, and see some crazy things happening around the world. And also guys, I just want to make a very quick announcement. This is apparently going to be my last video in this house that I'm currently living in, because I'm currently shifting. And in the new house, I've also got like a complete new studio that's like set up like an actual studio where I'm going to be making videos. So the production quality of videos and everything is going to be super high. There's going to be like a proper podcast room where I'm going to be making so much more content for you guys every single day. So there's going to be so much more content coming up, but then the shifting process is going to take a long time. So probably there's not going to be any videos for the next coming week. So an entire week of no videos. I know a lot of you guys have been texting me on my Instagram. Anytime I don't post, you guys have been requesting me to post more videos. But then, you know, currently the new studio is being set up, and it's going to be a much better quality content that's going to come up as soon as it's done. So I will of course keep you you guys updated with the progress of how things are going on my Instagram. I'll leave the link to my Instagram down below in the description. Make sure to go ahead, follow me there so that you guys can stay updated with everything that goes on behind the process of how I make my videos, you know, behind the scenes and all that stuff. So if that is something you guys are interested in, make sure to go ahead and follow me on Instagram. And yeah, if you guys want to see more content like these, make sure to go ahead, subscribe, turn the notifications on, and stay tuned, because next week we're going to be back with a whole new production and a whole new place as well, which I'm super excited about. I can't really wait to go ahead and show you guys around my new setup, my new gaming room. I think I'm going to make like a vlog video where I'm going to like show you guys around my setup and all that stuff once it's fully done. And if you guys would like to see that, let me know in the comments down below that you guys want to have a setup tour in any of my upcoming videos, and I will definitely make sure to go ahead and do that. Now with that being said, please make sure to go ahead, drop a like, drop a comment. It really helps the YouTube algorithm boost the video, and the more likes and comments, the more YouTube kind of recommends this video to many people. So your support is absolutely appreciated. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Till then, take it easy, fams, and goodbye.